Okay, so his
The short
biggest fantasy, he was my daddy, I was his baby girl in the BDSM dynamic. So his biggest fantasy was that he would hold my head in the toilet while he was me in the and I let him. We did this whole like reenactment of the thing consensually.
What?
And we had like the safe words and the gestures and the
You
whole
had that
situation.
same experience or what?
So I learned that I could take it. I was like, oh, I got it. I could do this thing, guys.
Hold on.
What were you thinking?
It was like a bucket list thing. I had never done that intense of an experience, and many, many men actually do have these more violent fantasies. My theory being because our Creator gave us this kind of conduit to transmute all of these kind of violent
I'm sorry to the world.
tendencies in
Please
men.
don't listen to this. I'm sorry for her. I'll pray for her.
Anyway, so the man felt very blessed that I allowed him that experience. He could never find any other woman who was willing to do it, and
Just because we have free will doesn't mean we should use it.
anyway,
That's
I liked
crazy.
it. I'm
That's
an anal
wild.
girl, you guys. I'm like, I have a whole cult following of fetish guys, so
That-
it's my thing. Stuff.
That's
I'm
yeah.
your mamacita. Come see how to do it.
Ew. That's
Like
disgusting.
butt stuff. No butt
I wanna
stuff
go
for you
home.
guys, Andrew. Is that a sin in your ideology?
I've seen all of your butt that I ever want to see, Desiree.
I know, true.
Whether I
Poor
want to see it or
Andrew.
not, you want to make sure that I see it.
Poor Andrew had to see my white cellulite, almost 40 ass. Sorry,
Yeah,
Andrew.
it was pretty gross.
I
must
had
admit.
underwear on. I did have underwear on, just to clarify.
Sorry. We have it if you guys want. It's on the Discord. Discord.gg/whatever if you want
It
to see
is.
it.
18 and over, guys. 18 and over,
It's
for God's
posted on
I
the
sake.
want to see
Discord.
it.
You don't want to see it though. We have it posted there. You don't want to see
It's
it.
like the gates of hell
This
will
went
open
viral
up. The gates of hell
worldwide.
itself opens up.
It's
and you
true.
have to see what it's like when this geriatric woman tries to sexually assault a happily married man.
But you guys, it's a
awful.
real ass,
It's the
okay?
most
I have
god-awful
not
thing that you've
gotten a
ever seen in your
BBL.
life. Brian, poor
Real
Brian, I knocked him.
milk
I got
ass.
up. Shut up, Desiree. I got up and I bowled Brian over. I shouldered him to the side in order to get away from the devastation of hell itself opening up. Right,
That's true.
right there in front of me.
It was like
And
this.
they have like
yeah,
a
it was
support
awful.
group
It was
of men
Brian later
online
came to me. We
for
had this
their mental
conversation.
health.
Not about you, Desiree. It's about me now. So Bree and Brian had this conversation afterwards, and Brian was like, "Andrew, why did you do that? Why?" And I told him my zombie apocalypse theory, which is I don't have to run fast. I just have to run faster than you, right? So the thing is that
And I
I
was
will
trying to back it
totally,
up. I was
I'll
trying to back it
totally
up.
maim Brian on my way out so that the bear gets him. Absolutely. I'm that kind of friend. And I did do that. I shouldered him to the side and I rushed away
whole debacle.
to try to get away. Poor Brian.
He threw you
had to
right
take
under the
brunt
bus,
of it.
Brian.
It was very traumatizing.
Right under the bus.
It was very trauma. How are you going to help him with his trauma of his close friend Andrew Wilson leaving him high and dry,
I mean,
like
maybe that's
shouldering
why
him to
I'm
the
so
side?
clingy. I'm probably clingy to him. I'm like, just in case I like ruined your life, I'm here. You ruined my life too. So if
Yeah.
you're lonely, me too. Here I am.
Okay.
It's like that.
Hey, Desiree, can I ask you a question about how you wrote Brian a bunch of DMs about how you're his soulmate and how great
Oh
he
my
is?
God, Brian, bring
and
up the
how
picture.
you literally threw
Bring up
yourself
the
at him in a
soulmate sketch. Do you have
desperate
it?
bid,
could find the email.
to get in his pants. No, hang on. Let me finish first before you start talking. You threw yourself at him in a desperate bid to get
Very-
Brian
very
Atlas's
forward.
pants.
I'm very forward.
Why did you do that?
Honestly, I really have like a respect crush on the guy. He's built this whole platform that is something I aspire to. He's a handsome man. I love the beard. He's
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
he's
sure,
good
he's a
with
brilliant guy.
leadership.
I agree. I agree
puts
that
me
he's a
in my
brilliant guy.
place.
But Desiree, you have no f***ing chance with a guy like Atlas. Like, what are you doing?
well, that's why
No
I'm just kind
fucking
of like
chance.
this groupie. I'm kind of like, can I be like your free personal assistant? Can I bring you food? I'll sit
Yeah.
over there.
So
Anything.
desperate.
Anything.
Desperate.
I'm a Brian Atlas worshiper, I guess you could say. And he has
Yes.
he has us. That's rare.
What?
I feel like we can relate to
Bruh.
each other because not every white person has an ass. It's a thing.
I guess we do have that in common.
We have extra soul, Brian. God gave us an extra measure of soul, and the black community will agree.
What are you talking about? That's not an ass. It's a drooping pile of garbage that you tried to chase me out of
You'll
the
have
room
to
with.
subscribe.
What are you talking
to see.
about?
You'll have to
So I have
subscribe.
a question. Most of the things that you listed and the attributes that you look up to in Brian or look towards on Brian were mostly related to the podcast. So are you sure you're not clout chasing?
We could call it that. I do have pretty severe intimacy issues relating to men taking advantage of me, and so I think at this point in my life, with children and everything, I'm more looking for an equal partner to collaborate in life with, more than like a traditional relationship anymore. So if you want to put it in that category, sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Brian, I think that the Whatever podcast deserves, your chat deserves, and my chat deserves to hear it from your mouth. Directly from your mouth. I will not tolerate this slander against my pal, Brian Atlas, any longer. Brian, can you unequivocally say to Desiree's face, there's no fucking chance in hell ever?
Yeah, there's no chance in hell ever. I would not. Sorry, Desiree. I mean, look, you send me these walls of text.
You
I
gotta
don't-
show
I
him,
don't
at
read
least show
them.
him the soulmate
You
sketch.
she also, I showed it to
I
Andrew.
could find.
I showed Andrew the
email.
soulmate text.
I mean, it looks
Guys,
like you.
this chick went to like a psychic.
A psychic sketch. Soul. You know those?
Sketched
I like was so
What
lonely
her
one night.
soulmate looks like.
You got to show him, Brian.
looks
You gotta
exactly
show
Do I
him.
have to
like
show the
gotta-
soulmate
I'm not
gotta
sketch?
show 'em,
normally
bro.
like that, but
I don't know
You
if I
gotta
can
show
even.
'em.
Dude,
I
I don't
mean, it
even
is
know
weird. And then all of a
It
sudden,
does
a
actually
friend
look
said,
like
"Come
me.
to this show." I got totally blindsided. I had no idea. I never would have met you. Like
It does kind of look like
random.
me, though, is the
I was
weird
trying
thing.
to do like women's empowerment niche of the internet. I wasn't
Maybe
like
a friend.
in
The
this
sketch does look
man's
like me.
world. I had no idea.
I would, Desiree.
It's weird.
You're crazy.
Do you want me to find it and DM it again? I mean, you guys, it's
Okay, listen. The chat deserves to see this.
We'll see the
Brian.
sketch. We'll see the sketch, but you have to
sketch.
find it. You have to go find it.
Yeah, but stick around. Maybe towards the end of the show, you can reveal the sketch of doom.
I will show the sketch.
It is-
Wait, are we going to get a Rachel cameo? What's going on?
Oh, yes, please.
We can get a Rachel cameo.
Perhaps.
Oh, hey,
It may
Desiree's here.
happen.
I thought that
Desiree's
the
here.
soulmate was Eminem, truth be told. And then
What
'cause
the?
it looked like Eminem with
What?
in like
I think she
golden
wants to
hair.
meet Desiree in person. Honestly.
Oh,
Who?
okay.
Wait, who wants to meet me?
All right. Well, okay, just send it to the whatever Instagram, then I'll have Austin pull it up.
Okay. It is, I mean, come on. It's I don't know. Never say never. I feel like I could make Brian a shitload of money. I feel like I could bring you just as much money as you could help me make, and I think that's what I don't know. It feels like we could have a mutually beneficial relationship.
Yeah, but you see, you have to understand that good Brian over here, he's moving towards the pathway of God and not towards the pathway of the pimp. Isn't that interesting?